Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Scorpio. This message is going to be for you guys. This is going to be a love message. What I want to really say is this is not going to resonate with everyone, okay? There's a bunch of Scorpios going through tons of different things at different times. We're not all on the same journey, walk a path. So this is not going to resonate with everyone. Please, if it doesn't resonate, find a video that resonates more with your situation. Find any Scorpio video. And, because anyways, let's go ahead and get into this reading, guys. Also, my allergies are like kicking my butt. I don't know if y'all have pollen where you live, but the pollen is strong here. So I can barely breathe. So excuse my voice. All right, Holy Spirit, what is the overall energy in love for Scorpios? What is the overall energy, the current energy for Scorpios in love, Holy Spirit? We have the Nine of Cups, the Magician, two more please, the Knight of Wands, and one more. Well, we got two. We got the Judgment and the Chariot. All right, so let's take a look at this. Scorpios, I feel like if you have someone in your life that you've been dealing with, maybe you were just like happy with them, you were content, really not taking anything to the next level because it feels good here. It's surface level, it's fine. You can pull back when you need to, you can go closer when you need to. This just feels good. Why take it up a notch? Why take it down a notch? It feels good right now. It feels good right here, right now, right where we are. I feel like though in your mind you've been thinking about the possibilities of, furthering this, seeing it, exploring it a little bit more, putting effort towards it. You've been looking at them in a different light. And it's almost like you're on the brink of wanting to tell them something. Like you're wanting to open up to this person and really tell them how you feel. Really tell them everything that you've been suppressing, right? You're really wanting to open up to them. For some reason, I feel like you need to... I feel like you're thinking that you need to speed it up. Like you need to tell them now, like this is something that you shouldn't hold on to, something that you shouldn't wait for. Maybe you've been forced to say something to them because of maybe fear that they're slipping away from you, or they could have mentioned something that's kind of got you like, is my person trying to get away from me? Like, now it's putting like fire up your butt, kind of. There's definitely like, and that could be your judgment. That could be your judgment. Or some of you could just be feeling like, I think I want this. I want this. And you're starting to make changes, you're starting to like cut off people and maybe delete some people off your social media. You're starting to pour more into them a little bit more because you're at that realization that you think that this could work. This is your person, and that's what you want to move towards. That's what you feel like is the direction that you want to go in. You want to go in the direction of being with this person, of starting something new. If this is like a marriage where you're already with this person, it could just be complacency. Complacency, feeling like you've got them. Why turn it up? Why turn it down? You know? But then you've just come to the realization again that, hey, I need to put in more effort. I need to spice things up. I want to move forward with this person. I want to level up with this person. I'm really seeing the true value of my person. And I want to take this relationship up a notch. That could mean just being closer, doing more things together, maybe expanding, having children or adopting or whatever the case may be. That could also be the situation for those of you who are with someone or married. All right, let's take a look at what you don't see coming in love. So that was your overall energy that you're feeling. Let's, God, I'd be tearing this card up. All right, let's take a look at what you don't see coming towards you. Holy Spirit, what doesn't Scorpio see coming towards them in love? What doesn't Scorpio see coming towards them in love? All right, we have 8 of Wands, Queen of Coins, Four of Swords. Oops, got a card under there. Six of Swords. And we have the 2 of Wands. Sorry, guys. All right, so let's take a look at this as well. Scorpios, there is someone, a message, some delivery coming in that is going to like throw you off. I think it's going to be more of a shock. And it's coming from most likely your person. Okay? It's coming from this person that you admire. And you're going to find that what they say is going to be totally opposite of what you were expecting. So this could be, you know, you preparing everything, preparing your home, preparing your life for them, you know, and then all of a sudden they say, hey, Scorpio, I've actually been thinking and I think we should be friends, or I actually been thinking, I think I'm going to move abroad, or they drop some bomb on you and it's something you weren't expecting at all. And it's got you in a state of just stillness to where you don't even know what to do anymore. You don't know what to think. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to feel. You're just, you're just at a state of shock and disappointment. And really trying to understand what is being told to you. And trying to figure out how, or how you didn't see it, or where did this come from, or, you know, it could be like maybe you were withholding these emotions or these words from this person. And so in their mind, you weren't interested. In their mind, it was time to move on. And before you could even get out that you care about them, that you want a relationship with them, they've already dropped this bomb on you. And so now you're having to reevaluate everything in your life. You're having to swallow that. You're in a state of confusion. And for some, embarrassment. You feel a little embarrassed. I see you knowing that you need to move on, but not knowing like what direction, not knowing how. Just still trying to figure out what you're going to do. Some of you are trying to figure out if you should convince this person, but I feel a lot of you are just going to be silent and just go along with it, but internally be distraught inside. You didn't see this coming. You didn't see this coming. You were planning long term and they were planning beyond you. You guys were not as aligned as you thought. But here again is the story of we can't read people's mind. Closed mouths do not get fed. So you're in a situation to where I didn't share my feelings for you, and the other person's like, you didn't share your feelings on time. I moved on, you know? And so nobody wins at this point. Nobody wins. And so I see you trying to figure out if this person is sure, if they're solid, if they're for real. Like, some of you made like plans and it's just like, okay, what do I do now? Yeah, this is what you really didn't expect to see happening at all. Oh, Lord. Let's check out your advice. Holy Spirit, what advice do you have for Scorpios dealing with this situation? What advice do you have for Scorpios? All right, we have the Three of Coins, the Tower, the Knight of Coins. Knight of Cups. What advice for Scorpio? I'm going to put these back in and reshuffle because some started falling out my hand too. Don't need that many. All right, what advice for Scorpio? Page of Coins, and let me get one more. What advice for Scorpio? Three of Swords and the Magician. I feel like here, Scorpios, you guys are going to go through like an ego death. Like, your ego is going to be crushed. You're going to be feeling like everything we work towards, everything I thought I was working towards is coming crashing down. I do see that you still have like a little hope for this. Maybe if I work on myself, maybe if I do things differently, like, will you still, could we make this work? You know, you're trying to maybe plead your case or just trying to figure out how you can make this work, how you can turn it around. And I see you being willing to do the necessary work. But ultimately, you may be met with just disappointment because I feel like they've made their mind up. They've made their mind up here. And you'll have to realize that maybe you're going to have to start something new on your own. For a lot of you, you're going to feel like you want to keep going. You want to keep trying. You want to keep trying to be the better version of yourself so that you guys can meet in the middle again. You're not giving up. I see some of you Scorpios not giving up at all. Some of you are going to be stuck in this Three of Swords, still hurt and closed off and not saying anything. I feel like you're just internally digesting that. And then others of you are just going to be like, I'm going to get my person back. I know I'm going to get my person back. I know we can make this work. I know it can happen. And you're going to be wanting to put all your power into that. And this is going to shock your other person because they're not, for a lot of you, they're not even used to you saying anything to them, opening up or showing any emotions. I feel like some of you will be like, again, pleading your case, like, I'm so sorry, please, like, no, this is how I really feel about you. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that. This is what I've been doing. This is what, and your person could just be like, it's too late. I've already made up my mind. Like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? And so, Scorpios, I do see that this is a lesson in itself. This is a chance to make yourself better and improve on the things that, you know, you may have been called out on, or the things that you know you needed to work on to have a healthy relationship. This could be those things that are resurfacing. Maybe they've been in the last relationship, or they've been, you know, the talk of conversation for years and you've never done anything about it. I feel like this time, this pain feels different. This pain is different because you were making provisions for this person in your life, only to be met with a closed door. And therefore, for some of you, you're going to be resilient and you're going to keep pushing and trying with this person. And it may not be like right next day. It might be like you pop up next month or in 3 months. But your mind is still set on this person. This is a very special person to you. It's not somebody you want to lose. It's not somebody you want to lose in your life. So some of you are like trying to figure out friendship, trying to navigate that, trying to see if you have to cut off all ties or... But ultimately, yeah, this is an ending. This is an ending. This is a shocking ending to you, you know? This is something you're going to feel. If this is someone that you've gone back and forth with for so many years or all the time, like numerous times you guys talk and then you break up, you talk, you stop talking, you talk, you stop talking. This time it's going to sting because you really feel like this is the end. And I don't think you're ready for that. I don't think you're ready at all. All right, Scorpios, that is your message. Love you guys. Take care. Always look on the bright side. See you next time.